On the defensive side of the ball, Smile Munden seemed to have a good update from Kirby Smart, and Julian Humphrey making a lot of noise.
Beast, man. I mean, just a guy that, see, he's such a natural cover guy. And I know, man, it is driving me nuts. It's driving me nuts to hear this. Fans like, well, that's what you got to do as a corner. You got to cover people downfield. That's all that matters. No, it's not, man. It's not, because if that elite wide receiver that can run right past you can also catch the ball, can also just turn back towards his quarterback and say, hey, throw me the ball. And if he throws you the ball and that guy out there can't attack you downhill and tackle you, then that's worse than not being able to cover you downfield. At least the quarterback may overthrow you. All right. But if all he's got to do is just raise up and throw it to you in the flat and he can just kill you, they'll do that to you all day. And Julian Humphrey has come a long way in doing that. He had a great spring in terms of just being able to turn and burn with guys. But he's come a long way in terms of his physicality. He got a lot of reps with the ones on Saturday. I think, Nyland Green and Dalen Everett all got an opportunity, but Julian Humphrey is the guy that's getting the most opportunity. I really expect kind of each of those three plus Kamari Lassiter to rep with the ones this fall. But Julian Humphrey is the guy that started kind of making a move this spring and has continued it into preseason camp. And, I think that, when you start looking at upside on cornerbacks that have played under Kirby Smart, the first two I think about because they're just so stinking fast are Eric Stokes and Tyson Campbell. Julian Humphrey's right there. I mean, I don't know if he's quite as big as Tyson Campbell, but he might not even be quite as fast as Eric Stokes, but he's right there just in the mix in terms of he's flat out, he can go and he's big, and there is a lot of upside with that kid, and he's only a sophomore.
I mean, he's really fast.
Or maybe a redshirt freshman. I'm sorry.
Redshirt freshman.
Yeah, redshirt freshman. I remember we shared something when he was a recruit. It's crazy how quickly that
Julio
time goes by. What's that?
Julio Island.
Yeah, his numbers, I believe, were comparable to Arian Smith's, if I'm remembering correctly.
Yeah, and there they are sharing the frame right here.
Yeah, I don't remember what his 100 was, but I know he was a sub 4.4 guy.
Yeah, he's quick.
His 100 according to Mile Split, he in 2021 he had a 10.55, which was his PR. But there was a number though that was just like shocking. It may have been his 40 number.
Yeah, it was I believe it's a 4.34 in the 40.
I think so.
I think he got an electronic time 4.34 at like a school camp, maybe in Florida.
Yeah. Yes, yeah. And and he was committed to Florida.
He's a Houston kid, right?
Clear Creek, something Creek. He's from, but he's one of those guys that, again, you talk about guys hanging around Clear Lake High School in Webster, Texas. He was one of those guys that I was a little bit concerned if he didn't. He kind of made it apparent, I think, early on in his recruitment that playing time really mattered a lot to him. And, I was concerned that if he didn't see that early in his career, that he might consider other options. And I figured, schools like Texas would come knocking at the door, Texas A&M as well. Obviously he's got a relationship with the Florida staff. So, I think that guy that you're glad didn't take that route. And I thought going into this year, he was going to have another kind of uphill battle on his hands. I was leaning more toward Dalen Everett or Nyland Green as being that guy, but it really sounds like Julian has come on in a big way and shows why Georgia kind of waged the battle that it did to pull him away from Florida.
So Palmer's blowing us up with some really helpful stats.
Dude, I am watching this video of him running the 200, and
right.
He was running like a man possessed.
So that was the clip I was thinking of. Was this one right here? Okay.
Oh, but watch it. Watch his head. Watch his head, Bob. It's like, ugh.
Yeah, but watch where he starts. It's going to re-rack here in a second. Yeah, he's like, I got it. But watch where he starts.
It's like he's swallowing air there at the end.
Yeah. Boom. There.
Yeah. Oh boy.
That was the clip that we shared.
I bet he, dude. I swear to God, I wish I had a mic on him. I hope he's saying, "I'm coming. I'm coming."
I mean, his head is about to fall off.
Here you go.
He's coming in with the "you like that." That's what I mean.
Yeah.
He's
Coming in with that Kirk Cousins.
yeah.